Review from Up on Poppy Hill, a Studio Ghibli film. Hey guys, Kiel here and you're watching Film Critic. Now, I'm gonna do a review of a movie I just watched. And the movie is From Up on Poppy Hill. And this is a Studio Ghibli movie. Now, as you can see, I'm a big Studio Ghibli fan. Yes, this movie is a couple of years old, and I just watched it today. I will explain. My first Studio Ghibli movie I ever watched was Spirited Away, and then the second one, Arrietty. And I immediately fell in love with Studio Ghibli. So then I, of course, bought every movie they have released ever. But I don't marathon the movies after each other. I consume them in my own slow time rate. So every couple of months I look at a Studio Ghibli movie because they're great little movies. And like these ones I still have to watch, and these ones I've already watched. But in my film watching career, I discovered Studio Ghibli very late in my life. I was like 26 or 27 when I discovered Studio Ghibli. Anyway, still, from Up on Poppy Hill, the review of this amazing little movie. If you don't know Studio Ghibli, check these movies out. So yeah, that was a little backstory on my Studio Ghibli experience, and now we'll get fully into the review of this film. Now this film is like a coming of age movie about a girl, Umi, who meets a boy. And the boy's name is Shun. Yeah, that was it. And they meet each other and of course have feelings for each other. Now, Studio Ghibli can have two types of movies. One is like magical, fairy tale or science fiction like, you know. And the other one is more realistic, like this one, that could actually happen in real life, but is still wonderful in story and characters, and especially how people are represented it in an animation style. They're like, how they're represented it is like how people are in like more real life, even though they're drawn, and Studio Ghibli is still hand drawn. Like Disney now makes like animated movies with a computer, like Pixar-like movies, but these are still drawn and they have an amazing art style because they're famous for it, Studio Ghibli. You can even say Studio Ghibli is like the Disney but from Japan. But anyway, this was a wonderful little movie of a story that could actually like happen. The movie is centered in 1963, like a year before the Olympic sport games came to Tokyo. So the backdrop of this story is that in a school, the school board wants to demolition an old building that is a clubhouse of the students, because everything has to be new for the Olympic Games in 1940s, like 64. And this movie takes 1 year before those games come. So they're like, the board is like, we'll demolition the clubhouse and build a new building. And they're like, no, the building is ours, we love it. It's history, it needs to be preserved. And that's when Umi and Shun, of course, meet each other to preserve this building. I'm not gonna spoil anything else of the movie. It just is that you have to know that this is a wonderful movie in how characters are represented. It's like a coming-of-age romance movie, but it's amazing. It will make you laugh because it has a Studio Ghibli humor and quirkiness of it, but it will also tug on your heart in some scenes where you have almost tears in your eyes if you're a sensitive person. And it has, of course, like I said, the unique Ghibli wondrousness, you know. I can't explain it better like that. And a trademark of Studio Ghibli also is that the main character is always like a female, a girl or a woman, and they're the hero or main protagonist, and they're always depicted as strong women or strong girls, like, you know, they don't need a man to rescue them like in Hollywood, like, oh, save me man, I can't do anything because I'm a girl. Wrong. In Studio Ghibli, girls are the leader of the story, and they're like, they don't need the help of a man, they can stand on their own 2 feet, and that is also something very wonderful out of the Studio Ghibli world. It's like their main character is usually a girl or a woman, and they're being portrayed very good, and in that sense an awesome feature. So of course this is the story of Umi and her life and everything revolving around it. And it was charming, and it was beautiful how she was represented. And another thing I have to mention is that yes, these are Japanese movies, and you can watch them in Japanese with subtitles of your country, or like this is a collection with subtitles in English. But I prefer, of course, the dubbed version, and this is why. Because if you have to concentrate on reading subtitles, you can still enjoy a film, but you kind of get sucked out of it. So it's dubbed in English, you can just listen and watch to the wonder of the movie. And the dubbing is also always very good, because like Studio Ghibli hires amazingly talented American or English actors to do the voices in those films. So yeah, they even get big stars like Liam Neeson, Christian Bale, or like Cate Blanchett, so, and a whole lot of other people that you know. But no, so I usually prefer to watch them in English. If they don't have an English dubbed, then of course I will just watch Japanese with English subtitles. And the movie will still be amazing, but like I said, my personal preference are how to watch a Studio Ghibli movie. Now, should you invest your time or money in this movie? Yes, you should. It's a piece of art. It was an amazing film. It sucked me into a story again. I loved it. That's all I can say about it. So, if you see a Studio Ghibli movie for sale somewhere, or you can rent it or can even see it in theaters, don't hesitate, it will be worth your time and money. Yes, as you can see, I am a fanboy. But no, From Up on Poppy Hill was a charming story, and I enjoyed every minute of it. So, this is my small review of this film. And you will get more reviews on Studio Ghibli film, because this is still the list I have to go through. But it will be in very slow pacing, because I only see a Studio Ghibli movie like every couple of months, slowly taking them in, consuming them, enjoying them like for what they are. So yeah, that was it for From Up on Poppy Hill. And I'm Kjell for Film Critic, and all I can say is enjoy and keep watching.